We have now reached the final event of the qualifiers for this year's McDolphin Team Cup, the long distance race. Our 16 unqualified teams, plus our 4 auto-qualified teams, are all here. 4 auto-qualified teams won't be doing any, well, we will compete afterwards, so we'll test out the course already, actually. They will be, you see them swatching. Here are our teams who are challenging with McDolphin a bit, because they're not in the right place, really. They're challenging to go through. Here are the teams battling for survival. Here are the models who are racing survival. Cat Eyes, Green Turtles, and Cold Club are in the nature zone. It's a tie between Red Rallies and Seahorses for the final spot in the bottom 4. 12 of the 16 teams competing will qualify. So it's not too hard. Looking at the track then. A long first corner. A drop. A jump. A split. Then turn. A little bridge. Then another longer turn. And a long straight to finish. So, going on with the first group first then. Let's get ready for them to race. So in the first race we've got Cat Eyes, Green Turtles, Cream Team, Jellyfish, Butterflies, Fritzes, Birds of Prey, and the already qualified, having done well, Electric Eels. They're away, and Green Turtles have passed the Cat Eyes already. And they're going to hold the lead, but they're going to come under a big pressure. Jellyfish making good attack. As our Cat Eye, Jellyfish are going to make a big lunge. You take the lead. Trouble for the Butterflies, quite a bit slower than everyone else. That could be trouble for them. We'll find out soon though. Now we've got Colgate Club, Seahorses, Red Ralliers, Parrots, Octopi, Green Jungles, Ladybirds, and Cool Comedians. 3, 2, 1. No way. The very good start for the Parrots. Terrible start for the Colgate Club. That's really bad news. It's Parrots versus Seahorses right now. Both teams who really could do with a good result, and it's going to be Parrots. Last week's going to go to the Ladybirds. Also not great for the Octopi, but they seem like Butterflies aren't going to do very well at all. So now we're going to have to look at the times to determine who's going to qualify. So we have the final results of the McDolphin Team Cup 2021 qualifiers, with our automatically qualified teams of Marine Team, Team McDolphin, Speedy Sloths, and Carnival Crew. Those Electric Eels who already confirmed to qualify from the qualifiers after the last event. Joining them will be Cool Comedians after a terrible last season, hoping to make up for it. Then their big rivals as well, Parrots, doing a good job in the qualifiers. Then the Jellyfish, the second of the new teams, also performed quite well. They're quite highly anticipated now, I think. Green Jungles will be returning after a meh last year. Seahorses probably could be higher in these standings if it wasn't for an incident in the first event, the relay, but they are qualified safely and will be in the McDolphin Team Cup again. While the Ladybirds were a solid new team as well. Poor final events, but lots of teams had poor events as well, so the other way they're still through, and they'll be very pleased about that, I think. Behind them are the Birds of Prey, another team who had a bit of a problematic last season, hoping also to have a much better one this year. Following them were the Fritzes, who were very similar to the Green Jungles. B teams with podiums, by no podiums, but just weren't particularly memorable. They are ahead of the final of the new teams, the Butterflies, who were a bit of a surprise, mainly getting in on their hurdles win. And I think a couple of teams aren't going to be particularly pleased about that, about their hurdles win. Meanwhile, Octopi and Cream Team, next up, Cream Team beating the Octopi actually. Both teams were solid in last season. But that means then, our big surprise is Green Turtles aren't going to make it, Colgate Club will make it, Red Rallies and Cat Eyes. Cat Eyes I don't think is a surprise, and neither Red Rallies, but Green Turtles and Colgate Club, big surprise. Either way, join us soon for our first event of the McDolphin Team Cup. So,
yeah, remember to like and subscribe, turn notifications on. Namaste.